LG autonomy, FG to sanction 8 governors. Full list emerges. Now to the news in full. The federal government may be sanctioning no less than 8 governors over their failure to conduct local government elections in their states. Oh, you see? Lateef Fagbemi, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, disclosed the plan of the federal government as the states may not meet with federal government's October 31 deadline for the implementation of the Supreme Court judgment. The Supreme Court has granted financial autonomy to local governments and compelled the federal government to withhold allocation of local governments where election had not been held. So you see, when Fubara was going ahead with the election, people were calling him out and saying that, oh, he's supporting APP, the election was not free and fair, blah blah blah. Now they want to sanction the governors that have not done their own election. Oh. The federal government is planning to impose sanction on states that fail to grant autonomy to local governments. This move is aimed at ensuring that local government receive their allocations directly from the federation account rather than through the state government. Lateef Fagbemi, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, said the federal government would also scrutinize the reason why some state governments have delayed local government elections in their states. According to Fagbemi, on Tuesday, October 22, there was no going back on the implementation of the Supreme Court judgment that granted autonomy to local governments. The Punch reported that no less than 146 local governments in 8 states are yet to conduct local government elections. There are also reports that October 31 has been set as the deadline to commence the implementation of the Supreme Court judgment, and states that are refusing to comply would stop their local governments from getting their federal allocation. Below is the list of the 8 states and their governors. Governor Ayedatiwa of Ondo State. Ondo State Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa may be sanctioned going by Fagbemi's word. The governor who is contesting in the November 16 governorship election in the state on the platform of the All Progressive Congress APC has not conducted a council election despite approaching the deadline. Recall that Ondo State has shifted its local government election 4 times. The council poll was first scheduled for December 16, 2023 before being shifted to February 17, 2023. The poll was later postponed to July 13, 2024 before its indefinite suspension. However, on August 30, the Ondo State Independent Electoral Commission (ODEC) announced that the election will be conducted on January 18, 2025. Ondo State has 18 local governments. Osun State Governor. Despite the Supreme Court judgment, Ademola Adeleke of Osun State was one of the governors who had yet to conduct local government elections in the state. Despite the Supreme Court judgment, the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission (OSEC) announced that the local government election will be held on February 22, 2025. The state has 30 local governments. So the judge says the deadline is October 31, but you are setting deadline for yourself. It is because nobody obeys law in this country, because they know that they will not do anything to them. That is why they are fixing their own date. When the court says that your deadline is October 31st, 2024, you are picking February 2025. It is well. Katsina State, like Osun, the Northwest State, has fixed the local government election on February 15, 2025, despite the Supreme Court ruling earlier in 2024. This means that Governor Umar Dikko Rada may delay the 34 local governments in Katsina from getting federal allocation should it begin the implementation of the Apex Court judgment by October. Basio II of Cross River State. Governor Basio II of Cross River was yet to conduct local government elections in the South-South state. This means that the 18 local governments in the state may not receive a federal allocation until after November 2, 2024 local government elections in the state. Alex Oti of Abia State. Abia State is another state where the local government election was yet to be held. The Southeast state will conduct its council poll by November 2 under the governorship of Alex Oti of the Labour Party. Other states, the remaining states are Ogun, Nasarawa and Zamfara of Governor Dapo Abiodun, Abdullahi Sule and Dauda Lawal. They plan to hold local government elections on November 16, 2 and 16 respectively. Ogun State has 20 local governments, Nasarawa has 14 and Zamfara has 14. I don't know why they are disobeying court order, because they know that nobody is going to do anything to them. That is why they always disobey. And because the judiciary itself, they've sold themselves cheap to these our politicians. That is why they don't regard their judgment. Zara said, good development. Fasiko Akinola James says, why those governors don't want to release autonomy, those governors are also major of Nigerian problems. When Mr. President released financial support to them, no allocation, Nigerians didn't see it till today. Let those money be coming to local government direct. Thank you, Mr. President. Okoronkwo says, local autonomy is a mess. The election conducted is pure fraud. Governors hijacked it. No opposition smell any seat on useless zoo government. Have you made any inquiry? Nawa. The hero says the federal government in this case is a scam to Nigerians. Why should FGN disrespect the most senior Supreme Court verdict that directs AGF to send October grants directly to all the 774 local governments in Nigeria, but sent to state again for the fourth time? It is because they still want to keep pocketing the money that they're supposed to use for the states, so that it will get to the local governments, and so it will get to the people at the grassroots level. Because they still want to keep pocketing the money. That is why they don't want to conduct the election. Because why is it taking time for them to conduct the election? They should stop the money from going to them. The one that they want to pay them this year, they should not pay it, because they want to collect. That is what they want to do. That is why they have refused to conduct the election and saying that they will conduct it in November or conduct it in February, when they said it is October 31st that is the deadline. Bright Patrick says, local government election in some states, that was a sham charade election, like Akwa Ibom State. Batos Enebi says, the autonomy is not practiced in any state. The autonomy is for paper, not in practice. States are still in control, not the chairman in the local government. Minister of Justice, sorry to say this, you give autonomy to local governments and the same state governor conducting election for them. Is there anything like autonomy there? Well, that is another angle. Because the federal government, the governor can also put his own person as the local government chairman, and that one will still be remitting the money back to him. So it is still like the same thing. Popper says, thank God for Rivers State. Fubara na man you be. Chikezie says, there is no need for that election. It is nonsense. Out of 30 LGA in one state, the ruling party will take all. No opposition will win only one state. No matter your popularity, check if an opposition party have won in any of the states that conducted their own Nigeria government. Is you will see ruling party win 100 seats, both councillorship. Well, in Rivers State, that did not happen. It was APP that won, and Fubara is PDP. So it is not as if it is in the same LGA, in the same state, the same party will win all the LGAs. Fubara has made that known that it didn't work in Rivers State. APP won the election in Rivers State. So it is not about, though some people would want to still siphon the money to their pockets, put their own persons in. We know that, but still, they should obey the court order. If court says do this thing before October 31st, do it. Don't say, nobody will arrest me, nobody will catch me, and you just do your own thing. No obeying of the rule of law. It is well, my listeners. Over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do not forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.